nice to have you aboard tonight, and welcome to the State League Netball Grand Final of 1995. A tremendous crowd in the powerhouse tonight. I'd say around about 6,500 to 7,000 netball fans who are waiting for the ultimate game of the year. Yes, after 21 qualifying rounds and already 2 weekends of finals action, we come down to the biggest game of the year when we decide the SAFCOL Cup winners. And once again, the cream has risen to the top with the two superstar teams of the competition once again playing off for that mighty trophy. It's CONTAX against GARVILLE here today, and it's a showdown we've been waiting for quite some time. It's the 9th consecutive meeting of these two teams in a grand final. At the moment, well, it's GARVILLE's way by 5 premierships to 3, but tonight we could see all of that change because CONTAX, of course, had that big win over GARVILLE in the semi-finals, and they've had a week off, and I think they're primed for a big effort here tonight. Just before we take a look at the starting lineups, we spoke to the coaches and also some of the players during the week in the build-up to this big game here tonight, and we kick off with the coach Mark Angove of CONTAX, and I asked her just what it meant to win that semi-final and earn 7 days rest.
You're in the prelim where you go straight to the grand final, you make it work for you. However, in our case, we did have a few injuries, Vicky Neal in particular, so it was good to have that week off, and she's hit training hard this week, and it was just nice to have 1 week where you didn't have that real pressure and stress. So, as I said earlier in the day, we only had 2 weeks of stress instead of 3.
Having gone through a physical and emotional high of the prelim final, we had to monitor our training this week to ensure that physically we can still come up. We've got lots of energy for the grand final. But it also allowed us to do a lot of work on the court, which we had to do, and we've spent a lot of time doing that.
I mean, every grand final is special, but this one we've had a loss leading up to it. It's brought our focus right back. It's made us. It showed us how much we want this win, and we really are. Our confidence is good at the moment. We've trained really well over the last couple of weeks. We've had something to aim for coming off that loss and leading up to the Oakdale match, and then we've been able to put our focus right on this Saturday's match. So it's good.
We know now that our best is good enough, and that seems to be our catch cry at the moment. You know, it's just given us a lot of confidence to know that we can beat them.
No, we feel good, and as a coach you have the checklist the same as players, and you keep ticking off and thinking, what haven't I done and what can I do better, and you go and ask a couple of mentors too to see if there's anything else that you could do. But in the end, Rick, it's them out there, isn't it? They're out there on the court doing it, and hopefully that I've prepared them well enough. And yeah, we're a very strong unit this year, and we're looking forward to the contest.
Yes, it's human nature that after extended period of time, you do take things for granted. And I think that semi-final put a mirror to us, reflected exactly where we were, and but it also told us with clarity where we needed to go from that point. And we've really taken note of it. The team's responded magnificently, and this team is ready now.
GARVILLE coach Pat Micken there. She believes her team is primed to make it a record 4th straight premiership in a row since the inception of the State League in 1988. Let's check the starting lineups here, and 2 wonderful outfits this. Firstly, it's a CONTAX. Sharon Purser, Jackie Featherstone-Hoare. She's a big plus for this team in 1995. Audine Cobb, Rebecca Sanders, Vicky Neal, the captain, Catherine Harvey, and Sarah Sutter. On the bench, 4 players: Sarah Angove, Jane Bradford, Leanne Oates, and Monica Dinan. For GARVILLE, sensational lineup here: Natalie Avellino, Jenny Vorlays, Sheridan Abbott, Daniel Grant, Josie Pearce, Michelle Filkey, and Robin Gill. Monica Krafchak is also back with us for the biggest game of the year. Monica, no doubt my old heart is pounding.
Certainly is very nerve-wracking. At 6:30 tonight I was looking at the clock and I thought, for goodness sakes, let's get on with this grand final.
We know between these two teams, tactically they're very close, skill-wise they're very close. What's going to be the big difference?
I think the mental approach, and also saying that CONTAX going into that first semi-final, that mental approach has hardened them, I'm very sure, and I think this is a real chance for CONTAX. But when you look at it overall, 2 classic sides, the best 2 teams in Australia competing here tonight. What a wonderful grand final I hope that they will present us.
So the championship of 95 goes on the line again. CONTAX against GARVILLE. CONTAX the first centre pass. Rebecca Sanders quickly into Sharon Purser, youngster of the CONTAX outfit, and along with Jackie Featherstone-Hoare, perhaps the key to this match could be how they settle early. Filkey for Garville, Danny Grant. Should be a fantastic duel on Rebecca Sanders here. Sheridan Abbott quickly into Avellino, who is left alone by Sarah Sutter. And Avellino, first shot and goal, Garville. They lead 1-0. Important opening to this game. Grant from centre, quickly to Abbott again. To Jenny Borlase.
Instruction centre.
Grant again finds Borlase, one of 5 Australian team players in this grand final here. 2-0 Garville.
That will be the answer here tonight if Avellino and Borlase can put that ball through the circle for Garville. Their percentage rate over the year has been absolutely fantastic. First miss there. Featherstone Hoare has it. And she scores for CONTAX. First score on the ball for CONTAX through Jackie Featherstone Hoare. A break called on Sheridan Abbott. Turnover here. Abbott going into the centre third before the whistle. Sanders playing in her first State League Grand Final for CONTAX. Audine Cobb. On to Sanders again. Purser trying to work the perimeter. Gill picked up for the contact. Trying to push Sharon Purser right to the edge. Purser steadies, looks at the post and drops it for CONTAX. That's the equaliser in the early minutes of this first quarter, 2-all.
Sanders from centre for CONTAX. Another whistle. Umpires Maureen Ball and Sharon Burge in control of the grand final. Featherstone Hoare almost a touch of the fumbles there, but she gets away with it. CONTAX with possession. Top of the shooting circle now with Rebecca Sanders. Easy pass to find Purser. Great start by the youngster. 2 out of 2. Grant, Abbott now, Avellino quickly out. Vicky Neal charges across court there to thump that ball out. Was aware the pass was coming into Danny Grant. Good to see Vicky Neal back 100% fit, has battled with an ankle injury in the past few weeks. And CONTAX really hungry for this premiership. Pain of the last 3 years is a memory they want to erase. Avellino, good take. Harvey and Sutter jump. Avellino goals for Garville. So 3-all, early stages of this first quarter. Sanders again. It's got better and better with this team the more she's settled in. To moving from Oakdale, Audine Cobb. Very talented under 21 Audine Cobb, and Purser. Just the start that coach Mark Angove would have wanted from Sharon Purser. 3 out of 3, 4-3. CONTAX lead by a goal. Josie Pearce now, Danny Grant. Borlase did well to hold Harvey out, allowing Avellino the free movement. 4-all.
Avellino focused as she looked at the post. 3 from 3, Natalie Avellino. Borlase 1. And 100% on that one shot. Cobb again turns, uses her captain in Harvey. 3 seconds, nearly looming, but saw Purser let it go. Out over the sidelines, that was turned over by Catherine Harvey. Good attempt by Sharon Purser. Gill has it, Filkey takes it in front of her. Good contest from Featherstone Hoare. Avellino straight into Borlase. That's what Garville will have to do, look straight into the circle. Garville 5. CONTAX on 4, just on 11 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Avellino out of court. Interesting to see her stats from last week. Natalie Avellino, 15 turnovers during the game that Garville played against Oakdale. Very important, Avellino cuts those turnovers out. Strong work from Featherstone Hoare to the ball. Cobb, Purser. A grazed deflection. Filkey streams into attack. Abbott holds it up, waits Grant. Bullet-like pass, Avellino takes it. Grant again, Borlase space behind her. Should be an easy one for Jenny Borlase, and it is. Garville leading by the 2, 6-4.
Put that goal down to Michelle Filkey. Outstanding intercept. She reads the game so well back there for Garville. At the Rock of Gibraltar with Robin Gill. Tough, mean defence to crack here for CONTAX. Vicky Neal now. Featherstone Hoare in some space. Purser moved well. Long way out. Thought about shooting. Just found Sanders. Now Featherstone Hoare. Couple of metres out. Doesn't go down, but she charges in for the rebound. Beats Robin Gill to it. And Featherstone Hoare able to mop up for CONTAX. 5-6. down by a goal. Featherstone Hall 2 from 4 at the moment. A little bit shaky from her. The young partner, Sharon Purser, 3 from 3. Quick movement there from Avellino. Whistle goes against Catherine Harvey. So Natalie Avellino steps, focuses, shoots and goals. Lovely shot by Avellino. 7-5, Garville by 2. Sanders, it's been a ferocious opening, quick pace to this game. Lovely pass from Ordine Cobb. Saw Featherstone Hall all alone in the shooting circle. Applauds the play, 6-7.
Good move from Featherstone Hall. Lost Vilke completely. Ball ace. Abbott. Same thing down this end for Garville. Avellino loses Sutter. Another one to Garville, 6-8. Sanders turns, uses Harvey. Cobb on the transverse. Purser moves in quickly. She had the space. Good thinking there from Sharon Purser, and well-executed pass also from the forward. 7-8, CONTAX keeping in touch. Avellino chooses the long option. Unavoidable offside there from Sanders. Avellino turns quickly. And again, the height of ball ace is used on Sutter. Ball ace standing at about 180 centimetres and Sutter on 183. Garville still by 2, 7-9. Sanders turns. Contact called, Neil has it. Sanders right on the circle. Purser had the shot in close range. Chose the pass off to Featherstone Hall. Still in CONTAX forward end. Featherstone Hall, long range, sinks a beautiful one, just what they need, 8-9.
In this quarter with CONTAX, they go wide to Ordine Cobb. Gill thought she had it, but the ball goes back to Sharon Purser.
Mid-range shot. Well done, Sharon Purser. Featherstone Hall almost caught it with her nose, fell into a lap, and she scores that for CONTAX. They're leading now by 1, 20-19. Garville have to chase this, their centre pass. And pass coming right to our bench here, turnover. Bad pass from Vilke, unlike her. Went very wide indeed, nothing forthcoming from the forward line. Ordine Cobb turns around. Seems to be fairly calm about playing against the might of Garville, as to is Sanders. They haven't been erratic in those positions there. Really, when you look at CONTAX forward line, it is fair to say that it's fairly inexperienced. Young Sharon Purser playing in her second grand final. Sanders coming over from Oakdale last year, playing in her first grand final, and CONTAX are out by 2, and it's their centre pass again, 21-19.
Sanders to Neil, CONTAX on a roll here, lovely pass, Featherstone Hall, good take. Can't Kurt though, disappointing there for CONTAX, a chance to get out to a 3-goal lead. Robin Gill, Grant and Sanders hard at the ball. Whistle again for Rebecca Sanders, so Danny Grant trots off mid-court. Tenacious, aggressive player for Garville. Set to go to ball ace. Abbott, they drive straight down the middle of the court here, Garville. Contact against Arasata, so Avellino puts it up. 14 from 14. No emotion on the face at the moment, 21-20 the scoreline. Grant again finds Sheridan Abbott. Avellino looks, goes wide. Rebecca Sanders from behind. Need encouragement from the bench as well. So Sheridan Abbott, who's had some rough and tumble grand finals against CONTAX. Avellino gets around Hardy or Danny Grant. Forced to put that one up. The whistle goes. It's CONTAX ball. But a great start of the second quarter here by CONTAX. Vicky Neal. Sanders looks, waits. Hardy wide. Over the outstretched arms of Borays to Ordine Cobb. Featherstone Hall. Good flick by Sharon Purser. Good movement again by CONTAX. Starting to flow for them now. 22-20. Hardy, Ordine Cobb. Starting to get some important touches, Ordine Cobb. Purser shoots again, doesn't get that one. Quite interesting to note that during the minor round, Garville won all 3 games against CONTAX. Ordine Cobb missed 2 of those last 2, and Hardy missed as well. So Avellino, Abbott. Sutter almost jumps now. High shot though from Natalie Avellino. Shoot them blindfold at the moment, 22-21.
On that point, Rick, during the line around series, Contact haven't included the same side against GARVILLE all year. Even last year, had a lot of injuries as well, whereas GARVILLE really have had the same outfit throughout 3 seasons. Now another one to GARVILLE, 3-2 Avellino, 100%, 16 from 16. Ball ace, 6 from 7, so Avellino really the focal point for GARVILLE. Attempts the goal. 23 and 30 apiece, so really GARVILLE with the 23 attempts. CONTAX missing more, having more opportunities, however. Grant and Avellino again. And she's converting them, Natalie Avellino. That's 17 from 17, 22 plays, 23 GARVILLE centre pass. Just on 8 minutes, 30 under remaining in the second quarter. Avellino again. No chasers. Jennifer Borlace looking to Maureen Boyle, the umpire down her end, questioning the defensive action of Catherine Harvey, not happy at all with the attention that she's receiving. Maureen Boyle quite happy to let that player contest. Good tip by Rod Gill, backed up by Josie Pearce. Again, working the sidelines. But Grant taking it back into midcourt. Avellino, Abbott. That occasion, Avellino had a contact around her neck caused by Sutter. Out by 2 now, GARVILLE 22-24.
So Sanders from centre for CONTAX. Vicky Neal charging through again. Ordine Cobb provide the run. Purser wanted it behind her there, but the pass didn't go. Sanders now back to Cobb. Featherston Hall. Filkey doesn't get a chance to set herself. Whistle over, umpire Sharon Burge. And a young Sharon Purser shoots another one for CONTAX. 23-24 now. Both umpires pulling the shots there. GARVILLE's ball though puts it up high and put Jenny Borlace under enormous pressure there really. Borlace was never really set to receive that. Well, the crowd not happy with the call, but it's going to be Natalie Avellino to bring it back in for GARVILLE. That whistle against Vicky Neal. Now Borlace stretches, sets herself and puts up the shot. Only the 8th shot that Jenny Borlace has put up in this match. Not often you see that, but really at the moment CONTAX defence just working Jenny Borlace. Don't mind Avellino shooting at the moment. The only problem is that Avellino hasn't missed 18 from 18. Contact on Ordine Cobb against Danny Grant. So Grant sits out. Oh, a tough one there for Featherston Hall. So costly those turnovers because GARVILLE will make you pay dearly. Filkey, mid-court now, spears that one to Avellino. Adding a 1-2, they work around Sutter. Borlace missed it. Fortunate though for Avellino. Able to take it, and her first miss of the game. Good turnover for CONTAX. Down by 2 at the moment. Harvey Neal. CONTAX is against Borlace. Now it's against Josie Pearce. So GARVILLE by 2 goals. It was that at the start of this quarter. To shoot. Filkey jumps early, comes out short. Outstretched hands, good rebound. GARVILLE's ball, oh, down behind play. Michelle Filkey and Jackie Featherston Hall take heavy tumble. They're both up though, which is good news, both camps. So 25-23.
Give me a break, will you? I've had enough of this.
Final of 95, GARVILLE at the moment in front by 2. CONTAX have the better at the start of this quarter, but GARVILLE have just settled again. Filkey at it. Says out of the way. Pushing cool though in the shooting circle is going to be Jennifer Borlace, so Sarah and Avellino will wait if they need to go for the rebound, which they don't. As Borlace makes it 8 from 9, 89%, 26-23. GARVILLE 3 in front. Sheridan Abbott hoists one in to find Avellino, bounces it back to Danny Grant. Borlace spun away there from Sarah Sutter. Sutter did well. The whistle that has ruled it's going to be a GARVILLE ball. Because Sarah Sutter's had some important touches so far in this grand final. A couple of good rebounds in the first quarter when GARVILLE looked like they might get away to a handy lead. Borlace shoots and misses. Slap off the post by Avellino is no good. It's going to be a CONTAX ball, down by 3.
Sarah Sutter to take it. Harvey sets up in front of Borlace. Allowed to go forward. Now the block caused by ball ace on Harvey, not allowing her to move into the middle of the court, but the long option Neil is there instead. Well read by Josie Pearce. Came over the top there of Neil, got the deflection. Neil uses Harvey. Beckoning the charges to move forward. Harvey again. Featherston Hoare. Good attempt there by Grant. Did well, she kept on side. Sanders. Filkey with her back half turn to Featherston Hoare. She steps it in, she falls, contacts to the difference, 24-26. So 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Sanders out for the contact. Turnover here for Garville, leading by 2. Grant steps it on forward. Abbott. Grant knew she had the space behind her. Bounced it off. Jennifer Borlase can't believe it. Rice smile there from Pat Mick, and she can't believe it either. That'll do one of 2 things to Jenny Borlase. It'll either get her going or perhaps defeat her somewhat. Shoulders down. That was turnover given straight back to Garville. Easy chance there for CONTAX to be within 1. But it's back again. A few mistakes creeping into the second quarter now in the dying minutes. Featherston Hoare misses. Takes her own rebound. Brings them within 1. Garville centre pass, 25-26. Filkey again used. Featherston Hoare trying to keep in touch with Filkey. Hassling her a bit. It's an experience of Danny Featherston Hoare trying to mix it with Michelle Filkey. This occasion, Sarah Sutter picked up for the contact. Avellino to take it. Natalie Avellino with only the 1 miss where she was right under the post a few minutes ago. Beautiful play from Garville and missed the first shot. 19 from 20 now from Natalie, 95%. Garville by 2, 25-27.
Ball in pop now for CONTAX. Featherston Hoare out to roam. Sharon Purser faked the first shot, running attempt. Excellent goal by Sharon Purser. Was very well focused. 26-27, goal the difference. Abbott over the top, Grant links. Back to Sharon Abbott. And the arm coming in from Vicky Neal. Causes the whistle, so Jennifer Borlase, with a happy grand final so far, came short that shot. But I tell you what, she wasn't going to let that rebound go. 26-28. 9 from 12 from Jennifer Borlase. Garville, the reigning champs, out by 2 at the moment. Harvey to Featherston Hoare. Oh, and Danny Grant heavily into the back there of Rebecca Sanders. Featherston Hoare again didn't quite keep the arm that straight, but it was effective. 28-27 within a goal, very close to half-time. Gee, a break, I think, against Sharon Abbott. So here's CONTAX's chance down a level. Scores again. Neal, Purser, Featherston Hoare, and she misses just when the pressure was right on. Disappointment there for CONTAX. Well, Danny Grant, Rebecca Sanders. Sanders looking to the umpire for support. Doesn't come, though. That call against Featherston Hoare, and you could hear the reaction from the CONTAX supporters as the long pass finds Avellino. Another whistle, and this could be the last shot of the first half. Avellino puts it up, far too strong. Goal from Jenny Borlase will not count because that is half-time here at the Clipsal Powerhouse, and the grand final is still there to be won at the moment as Garville go for the long break. They lead by just a goal at the moment, 28-27.
I mean, it's one award I've always wanted to win, but I never really expected I ever would. I mean, with the calibre around me like Jenny and Michelle, Sarah, Catherine, Harvey, basically most of the netballers in there, you don't expect to win it. That's why I was completely shocked. So it's terrific feeling to be among players at that elite level.
It is a wonderful achievement. Where's Sheridan Abbott heading in netball at the moment?
Well, basically concentrate on the grand final this Saturday, and after that to win the national championships this year, and then hopefully to break into the Australian squad. I'm hoping for.
You're saying you turn 24 next January. You've still got a long career ahead of you, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I'd say at least another 5 years if I can last that long through pre-season and that. But I enjoy the game. I love playing the game.
Check this out. Buy any selected vertical, Venetian or Holland blinds from a
Coast close, 28-27, Garville by 1, 71% to 84%. But the interesting stat there is that CONTAX have put up 5 more scoring shots than Garville, so they're really on the pace at the moment as we commence this second half. Good take by Vicky Neal, high one across to Wardine Cobb. Back to Featherston Hoare. They just got it around Filkey there. And Sharon Purser, first goal of the second half to CONTAX, so scores locked away again at 28 all. Filkey, good take.
Advantage obstruction, go
Sheridan Abbott again. Borlase. What can she do in the second half as she goes wide to try and find a Danny Grant? We see that Coach Pat Mick and Garville has in fact made a move during that half-time break. Jennifer Borlase and Natalie Avellino have switched positions. Borlase now at goal shooter, Avellino at goal attack. 29-28. Audine Cobb. Purser ran the wrong way for her there. Back to Featherston Hall again. Sanders. Another good take by Sharon Purser. A long way out. Won't shoot. Back to Audine Cobb. So they're working it around all over the place. Now they go back to Vicky Neal. And CONTAX really mucked that one up properly, Monica.
Offside called there. Umpire Maureen Ball. Turnover Garville's way. Abbott has it. Move out there from Avellino into goal attack. See if it pays off in this quarter. Avellino, space again. She moved into it well. Borlase had a lot of attention in that second quarter by Catherine Harvey. Now she has Sarah Sutter up against her. Garville by 2 in their centre pass. 28-30. Avellino bounces that to Danny Grant. Sometimes Avellino can put a player under pressure. Bounce half past bad selection. Harvey picks up there for the contact.
Time, please.
Time being held by Avellino, getting her positional patch readjusted by Sheridan Abbott. Okay to go now. Wasn't a contact called, it was out of the circle. Abbott had it. Good touch there by Newt. It fell into the hands of Avellino. And that was a held ball. Oh, well, it was me. It didn't even seem like it was on Avellino's hands for 2 seconds. Contact there by Neil and Jennifer Borlase. Borlase picked up. Slow start here to this third quarter. A lot of contact, a lot of whistle blowing. Gill had eyes on the ball. Flip Featherston Hall on way through. She's at the circle. Filkey with Purser and Featherston Hall. The split by Jackie Featherston Hall. The shot by Jackie Featherston Hall by 1. CONTAX trailing 29-30. Deflection coming off Avellino. The Greys go into attack. Filkey, Garville's captain. Avellino flicks the ball off. Again Avellino takes it one-handed. Abbott playing for time. Avellino, high shot, great shot, 31-29.
It's what the fans of Garville love to see. Avellino 20 from 22. Their centre pass as well. Lead by Sue Harvey. Yes, she did well. Avellino disgusted with the call. Wonderful elbow by Harvey. Good start to the second half by her. Captain showing away as Danny Grant wants it. She won't have it though. Sanders went to ground. CONTAX ball. Sarah Sutter, Audine Cobb. She's starting to get a touch physical in the second half as Robin Gill did well again. Pierce through the midcourt. Borlase slows it up. Waits for the support. Abbott flips it up high over Sarah Sutter. And Borlase mops up from under the post for Garville. 32-29. Good movement that by Garville. Sanders goes backwards. Intercepted gain by Joe Pierce. Abbott. Oh, and Featherston Hall likewise over the top to Cobb. It's 2-on-1. Ignored Purser. Sanders, Featherston Hall stepped it in nicely. Finishes it off for CONTAX. 30-32.
That's all Jackie Featherston Hall's goal. She really did create the space, moved into it. Laid it round for CONTAX. Goal again, Grant. Avellino was pinned in the baseline, broke free. Harvey with the jump, looks at the shot, takes the rebound. Strong rebound by Catherine Harvey, Sutter backing her up. Long pass, Sanders. Nobody with her. Abbott defending nobody in particular. Really need to tighten up in the centre third. CONTAX, a lot of movement through Neil and Sanders. Purser with the shot again. CONTAX within 1. 31-32. Purser 14 from 18 at 78%. Featherston Hall 17 from 24. Not as accurate on 71, but doesn't matter. She's got the equaliser there for CONTAX. 32 apiece. 9:50 remaining in this third quarter.
Third time we've seen CONTAX come back to level the scores. They've got a couple in front at one stage. But Garville will respond here. Abbott always knew this was going to be a tough game, did Garville.
Goalkeeper, pass or shot.
So that's against Sarah Sutter. For Jennifer Borlase. Pops it up for Garville. 33-32. 81% now, 16 shots taken by Borlase for 13 goals. Audine Cobb, oh, a little tough there for Sharon Purser, but Robin Gill into her back. So still a CONTAX ball. Audine Cobb and Josie Pierce there. They've had a wonderful duel. Goal to CONTAX, 33 all again. Getting back to the grand finals, it became such a great tradition here in South Australia in the late 80s, early 90s, when really nothing separated these two teams. Just a whisker right through all of those premiership deciders. Garville had won the last three. And in 95, it looks as though CONTAX are back on the pace again. Avellino. Sutter, lovely stretch by here, forced a mistake, loose ball, and Sutter's done well again back there. So Catherine Harvey beckons players to come forward. Vicky Neal, Ordine Cobb, holds it for a while. Finds Featherston Hall, Sharon Purser. Umpire Maureen Ball. Falling the roar in that shooting circle. The way that CONTAX is going, and that came off Filkey's hands. So a little bit of luck running CONTAX's way there. Filkey almost had it. Purser back into play. Sanders goes wide. Cobb to Featherston Hall. Quick shot. Lovely shot too. CONTAX back in front by goal, 34-33.
Jackie Featherston Hall just saying something to Maureen Bowl as she ran past. Wasn't happy with the attention Filkey put on the shot. CONTAX by the one in their forward line. Featherston Hall again. Hands from Filkey as Featherston Hall stepped in. Long pass across the circle. Pearce contesting, but contacting Cobb. Pinpoint Sanders. And the contact called on Grant. Now in the circle. Contact on Filkey. Purser drops it in. CONTAX now out by two. So 7 minutes remaining in this third quarter. A switch by coach Pat Micken at half-time of Avellino and Borlase. It's really perhaps caused a few problems down that forward end. The ball is not moving as quite as efficiently as it was in the first half. Avellino, goal line. Borlase. Harvey and Sutter on her. Abbott's there. Borlase keeps the leg extended to the space. Close to the post. Puts it in for Garville. Trailing by one. 35-34 in a CONTAX centre pass. Featherston on to Sanders. Grant slaps away. It gets picked up for the contact. Featherston Hall, good stretch. Looks at the post, sinks it again, keeps CONTAX. A two-goal advantage, 36-34. Filkey. Abbott's there, not used. Had to last minute, almost 3 seconds call. Abbott again. Borlase being ridden well by Sarah Sutter. Crowd acknowledging the call as well. Umpire Sharon Burge down the Garville fall line in. Borlase sinks the goal, 36-35. There to slap it out. Sanders' hands turned over. Grant. Good defensive centre player, Danny Grant. Abbott, Filkey, working it on the transverse line. Grant again trying to thread that ball into the circle. Avellino. Pretty lucky call there because Harvey was going for the ball and Avellino was, I thought, defending her off the ball, kept her body upright. Sharon Burge saw it the other way, 36 apiece.
The two Garville shooters might have also noticed their luck there as well, 36 all. So Sheridan Abbott, Avellino, Vicky Neal from behind, she'll stand out. Avellino working it around, smart play, long shot by Avellino. So cool under pressure from that long range. 22 from 26 now at 85%, and Garville find themselves back in front by just that slender goal again. Got a whistle from umpire Maureen Boyle. So time just being held while we reset play. Sanders has it. No, it's going to be Sharon Purser. Filkey flaying the arms around there. Robin Gill charging in from behind there at Featherston Hall. Purser finds Ordine Cobb. Down goes Robin Gill. Purser shoots. Oh, it was tantalising, but got the desired result. 37 or 17 from 21, 80%. Grant from centre for Garville. Josie Pearce back to Michelle Filkey. Sheridan Abbott. Jenny Borlase. So I say the third quarter is often the championship quarter. Avellino, a mistake there, turns it over. 4 minutes remaining. Sutter. Harvey. Sanders. Oh, and Catherine Harvey. And Natalie Avellino, real coming together there, and the corners against Catherine Harvey. Borlase, from that decision by the umpire, shoots for Garville and goals. 38-37, they're in front by a goal. So Ordine Cobb flicked her hands of Sheridan Abbott. How did you see the call, Monica?
I thought it was a shirt front there to Harvey. I thought Harvey had eyes on the ball, and really I think Avellino was causing the contact, so perhaps Avellino. but they're not defending, so I would have seen it the other way. Filkey has the ball, but Gill picked up with the contact. Just moving a twisty from the goal line there. Everything's okay. Featherston walking, she does. 38 apiece. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Sheridan Abbott onto Grant. She steps into the space. Neal got a flick. Avellino took it. Abbott balking it. Avellino again doing the same. Ball ace. Missing a few important ones, Jennifer Ball ace, even though she's only missed 4. Going to the three-quarter break, 38 apiece. Important that she seeks those shots. Featherston steps it on. And Maureen Boyle didn't see that step. Unbelievable miss there by umpire Maureen Boyle. Saw the contact instead. Contact for a goal ahead, 39-38. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
But these umpires from Interstate, AA accredited umpires to take control of the grand final. Sanders, full contacts. No, the call against. We'll work it out soon. It's Sanders with it now into Featherston Hall. Umpire Maureen Boyle really in the hot seat down there at the moment. 40-38. Contacts are out by 2 goals. Grant to Avellino. Abbott spears that one to Jennifer Borlase. Abbott again keeps that right foot up. Avellino. First time she's really hesitated on a shot there, Avellino. 40-38. Just noticed that Avellino has been putting them down with ease. So she just took a second nip at that one. Perhaps the pressure starting to show here. First time in 4 years, Garville really under some pressure. The high one in, Robin Gill front spot on Sharon Purser. Just trying to bit Will there, but there's still plenty of time. Contact should just work that one in. Vicky Neal, commitment to the ball. Threw everything at it. Side court, and Vicky Neal took a couple of heavy poundings early in the start of this third quarter. One to a knee and one to an arm, and there's another turnaround against Garville. Avellino slaps it away. The reigning champs under enormous pressure here at the moment. Aldine, Vicky Neal. Contacts have got to make the most of it. They're only 2 in front and very close to the three-quarter time break. Sanders has it, feeds it off to Featherston Hall. Puts it up, it's wide. Easy take by Michelle Filkey. Gee, Contact could have loved that one there. Filkey has it now. Sheridan Abbott. Grant, Borlase, one outside the circle. Grant again, down goes Harvey from behind of Natalie Avellino. So she stands up and Avellino to shoot for Garville. Releases that one quicker and she misses again. Gee, and the wheels have just fallen off at the moment for Borlase and Avellino. Wonderful to see them switch back. Ordine Cobb hoists that one in there to Sharon Purser. The ball was out of court though, 40-38, still contact by 2 goals. Avellino, Grant, thinks was the last quarter away. They're ferociously going the final few seconds of the game. And there it is, three-quarter time here at the Powerhouse. Fantastic quarter by Contacts, perhaps the underdogs to win this grand final. Down by 1 at half-time as we go to the three-quarter time break. It's Contacts in front by 2 goals, 40-38. Final of 95, it was Garville by 2 goals at quarter time, by 1 at half-time, and a super third quarter by Contacts. They've turned it around now to lead by 2. Taking a quick look at the match stats, 75% to 77, turnovers equal. It's going to be a fantastic final 15 minutes here. Contacts have still managed to put up more shots than Garville. Anything's going to happen. Contacts first centre pass. They find Aldine Cobb. 15 minutes left.
Obstruction, goal defence on your land.
Before one of these two teams will claim that SAFCOL Cup. Garville under the most pressure they've been under in 4 years. Taken off the post, shot missed. Michelle Filkey goes down. Featherston Hall, would she just love to rewind the clock about 30 seconds and take that shot again. Coach Mark Ango watching from the sidelines, little emotion. No changes to either team, although I think, yes, Borlase and Natalie Avellino have switched back to where they were in the first half, so certainly wasn't a move that did anything for them in the third quarter. Avellino, Sheridan Abbott it is in fact, as she goes over the top of Sarah Sutter. She finds Borlase, needs a big final quarter, Jennifer Borlase. 17 from 21 at the moment, not one of her best grand finals, 40-39.
Garville through Pearce, Borlase. In her better role of goal attack, Jennifer Borlase. Good hands from Sarah Sutter, almost picked off by Vicky Neal as well. But Sheridan Abbott has it. Sana's best and fairest player of the year 95, Sheridan Abbott. And what a lineup between these two sides. 5 Australian players, the majority of the state side from CONTAX and Garville. Harvey onto Neal. Well-balanced athlete, Catherine Harvey leaves it for Sarah Sutter. 1 player free in the centre third. Sanders onto Neal. Featherston Hoare. Right into the pocket again. Offside, Danny Grant. To be taken in the circle, Purser. Probably use the pocket she does. Sanders again. Featherston Hoare in front of Filkey. Sinks that one for CONTAX. Still has them out by 2 and a CONTAX centre pass, 41-39. Featherston Hoare, 23 from 32, 72%. Overall, CONTAX have got 55 attempts to Garville's 51. So a lot more of the play, and only 1% shooting is the difference between averages from CONTAX and Garville. 75% for CONTAX, 76 for Garville. It matters not because CONTAX are 3 ahead now, 42-39. Abbott, ball ace, doesn't want the position that the ball was set to her. Again, contact called. Neal, ball ace, space behind her. Within a metre, misses an easy one. Sutter, hands on. No chases there for Garville. That was disappointing from Jennifer. Ball ace, Neal. On to Featherston Hoare, Cobb. Works it down, Purser. Featherston Hoare did well to try and keep the ball in play. Two fighters down the end here for CONTAX in Purser and Featherston Hoare. Filkey flicks it off to Grant. Jackie Featherston Hoare almost intercepted that pass. Deflected it, however. CONTAX throwing themselves at those passes. Ball ace, waiting, bounces, Grant, Avellino. Thinks that one, needed that one, perhaps that would bring her confidence back. Garville trailing by 2, 42-40. Centre pass, CONTAX way.
74% Avellino both. CONTAX defenders jumping in tandem. Everyone stopped there except Borlase. Vicky Neal almost. Avellino again. Abbott. Garville crank it up a gear. Borlase didn't like the shot. Uses Abbott. Had it a long while as Avellino and Borlase go together. And the call from umpire Maureen Boyle. Well, CONTAX loved it. Garville just hated it. Featherston Hoare wide. Josie Pearce wants it. She has it. Well done, Josie Pearce against Doreen Cobb. McGill. To restart again. 42-40. It's CONTAX by 2 goals. Avellino wide, Danny Grant. Harvey jumped early. Sutter right with Jenny Borlase. Steps back now. Jumps early. 18th order, Jenny Borlase from 23. 78%. 42-41. Garville trailing by a goal. Whistle from both umpires again. It's going to be a Garville ball. Abbott runs. Vicky Neal went with it. That was well done, Vicky Neal. Read the play beautifully. Managed to get front spot on Sheridan Abbott and forces the turnover. Rebecca Sanders, Vicky Neal again. She's got Harvey White if she wants it. Whistle though against Borlase. Sanders and Neal again. Contact against Danny Grant. So a lot of whistles early in this final quarter. As all players are just desperate to get any advantage they can out there at the moment. Margango screaming some instructions down court. It'd be hard to hear in the atmosphere here at the moment. You'd need a megaphone. Sanders with it. Over the head of Robin Gill and Sharon Purser. Goes down heavily. Just got tangled up there in the feet of Robin Gill. They'll wait for Purser to step back in. Shrug of the wrist. Robin Gill has it for Garville. They're trailing by a goal. 8 minutes 40 remaining of the final quarter of the grand final of 95. Danny Grant, Michelle Filkey, Abbott. Avellino waits. Out comes Jennifer Borlase. Avellino again, a loose pass. Always likes to flick it off quickly to Davellino. China looks very, very good, or at times very bad. Turned the ball over 15 times in this match, more than any other player. She's shot 23 from 31 and on. The look there on Catherine Hart's face said it all. In anguish as the pass from Sanders missed her completely. So maybe a touch of nerves creeping in here. Still 42-41. CONTAX higher goal. Held ball, I think, was the call, Monica.
That's correct, Rick.
So has it for CONTAX. Wide again to Catherine Harvey. What's something? Vicky News there. Obstruction called. Featherston Hoare. Sanders. Featherston Hoare will try a long shot. She looks, doesn't charge in because it's split the centre. 43-41.
Garville have always prided themselves on mental toughness, but here tonight, CONTAX really showing that they can match that mental toughness. A few lucky calls going their way, but at the same time, Garville look like they're really having trouble moving it into the forward line, and they look like they're chasing, and they look tired as well. Filkey rebounds, throws that one away almost. Gill looked to have stepped, but play allowed to continue. Ball ace. Hasn't wanted to shoot the ball in last quarter, and Avellino doesn't want to shoot it either. Nothing there. Ball ace playing behind Sutter. A look at the post, a tentative shot, 43-42. And a Garville centre pass, 6:40 remaining in this last quarter. Ball ace, Abbott going half pace, even running through the ball. Neal allowed to come around and get deflection of contact. Humped, both coaches there. Pat Micken talking to her assistant, Ango. Encouraging her players. Sanders steadies again. Neal, Cobb. CONTAX just look to be playing with more confidence. Harvey. Featherston Hoare. Sanders. Waits. Good work there from Featherston Hoare. Good pass. Two bodies collide in Filkey and Purser. Time being held by Sharon Purser. It's her second fall within probably as many minutes. Falling on her wrist earlier. 6 minutes remaining in this last quarter. 43 plays 42. CONTAX by 1.
With your brakes, you should. With your clutch, you should. With your power steering, you should. With your suspension, you should. Absolutely. Be sure. ABS it.
Wake up! The bed warehouse clears up.
6 minutes remaining in the grand final of 95, and Sharon Purser drills another one home for CONTAX, 44-42. They're out by 2 goals at the moment. Certainly look the fresh legs on court with that week off, having stunned Garville in the semi-finals. The game they won by 12 goals. It gave them an enormous lift going into this match as that doesn't go down. Beautifully kept in though. We've got a whistle. It's going to be Purser with it. Call was against Robin Gill, 45-42. Pat Micken has got problems. And that win in the semi-finals has just given CONTAX the confidence to know that they can beat Garville. And maybe it put the doubt in Garville's mind. Harvey from behind of Jenny Borlase. Every one of these must go down now for Garville. It wasn't their most confident shot. 45-43. Borlase 20-25. Vicky Neal. Featherston Hoare, Sanders and Grant. Purser. Featherston Hoare's going to try a long one, put it up. Sensational shot from Featherston Hoare. 46-43, CONTAX by 3. Avellino to Abbott. Garville have just got to keep it moving quickly now. The whistle allows Abbott to flick it up. Borlase had the back position there on Sutter. She jumps early. Borlase scores for Garville, 46-44.
4:30 remaining in this last quarter. CONTAX through Featherston Hoare. And hasn't she had a great game? Robin Gill expected the ball to come up. And the call goes the other way. Oh, surprise, surprise. Robin Gill takes it. Unbelievable call there by Sharon Burge. Gill right in the back of Sanders. She hit the court. And the call went Garville's way. Abbott. Borlase bounces it off. Avellino. Shoots it, Garville. They're trailing by 1, and it's a Garville centre pass. 46-45. Borlase onto Abbott. Can they get out of it? Sutter had to go for that one. Tipped it offside. Sorry, on the side of the court goes Abbott. Abbott again, Grant. Ball ace, looked tired, worked in front of Sutter. And she sinks that for Garville, 46 apiece, under 3.5 minutes remaining now. Can't hear a thing. The applause is thunderous. I wonder how the players are going to interpret some of these calls. Occasionally asking the umpires to speak up because they cannot hear a thing. And they've missed a very important shot. Grant onto Filkey. Need movers. Pearce back to Filkey. Abbott not used. Gill's used. Abbott now. Grant. Ball aid led too soon. Alino goes into the mess. CONTAX trying to bottle it up, and they really are working hard defensively. Abbott, ball switched to the pocket. Avellino made the space for ball ace. She has moved quite a way to keep within. Oh. Umpire Maureen Boyle calling a contact on Vicky Newell. Abbott has it now. Both ball ace and Avellino stationary. Good attempt by Sutter. She's at least getting in there, having a go. Ball ace takes Garville by 1, 46-47.
Garville supporters lift the roof off the powerhouse as their team somehow or other gets a goal back in front. Josie Pearce have it. Their set passes well. 2 minutes remaining now of this final quarter. Pearce and Sheridan Abbott. Danny Grant, ball ace. Back they go to Grant. Possession at the moment of the ball. Grant, Abbott. Got to get it in there sooner or later. Avellino scores for Garville, and it's Garville by 2 goals, 48-46. Garville scored the last 4 goals off the hands of Josie Pearce, surely. Yes, that's the call from umpire Sharon Burge. Had to be. Ordine Cobb gets it into Featherstone Hall. It goes down. Goal to CONTAX, 47-48. Time being held, I think, by Harvey. No. Centre passes with Grant. Ball ace and Abbott. It's Garville by a goal. Avellino. She's just content at the moment to work around Natalie Avellino. With 1:10 remaining, you'd think you'd be attacking the shooting circle. So Sheridan Abbott with Avellino. Back she goes to Danny Grant. Ball ace was held from behind by Catherine Harvey. So an important shot here by Jennifer Borlase. Under pressure, cool as a cucumber, Jenny Borlase. 49-47, Garville 2. Featherstone Hall, off hands. Side court ball. Sanders steaming after the ball. She realises time is ticking down here. Grant stands up. Featherstone Hall must shoot quickly. She does. 48-49, very close to full time. The centre pass, though, is with Garville, and Danny Grant strolls into the centre circle. Must turn it over quickly here, CONTAX. Filkey, Danny Grant. Grant again, working around the mid-court. Out charges Sheridan Abbott. Whistle from the umpire. It's going to be a Garville ball. Paul is against Ordine Cobb. Josie Pearce. Avellino. Garville fans just starting to celebrate now. They realise they're in front by the goal. The timekeeper is out. And there it is. Garville, whose crown appeared as though it may have slipped in 1995, has somehow managed to pull themselves out of a gigantic hole in the final quarter. They trailed by a couple of goals, scored 4 in a row, and they've also now made it 4 premierships in a row. A record since the inception of the State League. And you've got to hand it to those girls. A mighty effort under enormous pressure from CONTAX, who really did take it up to them in the grand final of 95.
Oh, it was really a game of gold, wasn't it? I just can't believe we won. We had to struggle all the way through, and it's a credit to the girls. This is the sweetest victory ever for us. 4 in a row. It's just wonderful.
You looked like you were chasing it. You looked tired. It looked so